In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Duggan looking to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Let's go now.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Duggan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Duggan. And that nearly intercepted. And the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
10. Duggan will look to throw this. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
It's been as negative as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play from the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
3rd down and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. They'll say it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Come on, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. A pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Young going to move him around.
Yellow.
Young now to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Saints 30. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cycle. Hut.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Blaster, 6.
3rd and short yardage, Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A final shot before break. Dugan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. And down inside the 10, they finally stop him. But what a return. It'll be first and goal.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll start by running the option to the right. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Duggan now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's fourth and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And his kick is indeed good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Okay, right? Set, cut.
On play action, Young. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Red, cycle. Hut.
Third and long for Young. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
That's taken on the 25. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10. Throwing on first down, Dugan. That is incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fly incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And boy, he is very close to a first down. Spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll run. It's Miller. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Let's go.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Max Duggan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kicker on for the extra point.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And 6 at the 32-yard line.
Ready?
Young to throw it. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. LaVisca Chenault, 68 yards. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll turn this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They go play action here on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down, here's Miller. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Dugan. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. But maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Dugan. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
To Anthony Schwartz. A gain of 8 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Saints 27, Panthers 13.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Ready.
Young now. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Smoke Monday. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Point after here coming up. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Score Saints 34, Panthers 13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Chark. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup.
They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Here we go. Here we go.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. It's Young off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. J.C. Horn, really nice defensive effort. He'll get the tackle for loss. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. Hits it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Dugan.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22.
Following the interception, Young. The Sanders has got it complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
17.
Gain of 7 brings up second and 3.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Ready?
To throw, Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready?
First down, Young. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go, set. Jackrabbit.
Young on first down.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Come on, set.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Set.
One last shot for Young. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll